Welcome back to our channel. You know old is gold, but these rare coins that are most valuable than you think. Don't spend these coins if you have these coins. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Imagine holding a tiny coin between your fingers, something so ordinary that millions of people walk past it every day. And yet, this unassuming piece of metal could be your ticket to nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into the extraordinary story of the USA 1944 no-mint Mark 1 cent wheat penny, a coin that, in the right hands, could change a life forever. But here's the thing, very few people even know it exists. And even fewer realize the fortune it could hold. Before we go any further, let me ask you, have you ever picked up a coin and thought, this could be valuable? Chances are, if that coin is the 1944 no-mint Mark wheat penny, you might just be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Now, before your mind starts wandering to fantasies of million-dollar bank accounts, let me make one thing clear. This coin is rare, highly sought after, and the demand is skyrocketing. Collectors, investors, and even treasure hunters across the country are hunting it down. If you've ever dreamed of cashing in on history, the time to act is now. Let's step back for a moment and appreciate the story behind this coin. The year is 1944, World War II is raging, America is in a state of flux, and pennies are being minted with a purpose. Most 1944 pennies were struck in steel due to copper shortages, but the rare no-mint mark versions slipped through almost unnoticed. Why is it so rare? Because the Philadelphia Mint produced the vast majority, and only a tiny fraction emerged with the exact characteristics that collectors crave today. Here's a mind-bender. This coin isn't just old, it's a snapshot of history. It's a piece of the American story, forged during a time of struggle and resilience. Owning one is like holding a secret handshake with history itself. And here's where it gets exciting. The current market value of this elusive coin is an astounding $928,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin that could easily be hiding in a drawer, a jar, or a forgotten collection in your attic. And let's pause for a moment. Imagine showing this coin to your friends. You casually drop it on the table and say, "Oh, this? It's worth nearly $1 million." Watch their faces. Priceless, right? Humor aside, the reality is that this isn't just about wealth. It's about opportunity, legacy, and timing. Collectors are ruthless, and competition is fierce. Every auction, every private sale, every whispered rumor could mean missing out on your chance. Fear of missing out isn't just a cliché here, it's very real. Those who hesitate are often the ones left empty-handed, watching others profit from what could have been theirs. Now, let's connect the dots. This coin isn't just rare, it's historically significant, visually striking, and financially life-changing. Its no-mint mark peculiarity makes it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. Demand is higher than ever, and supply? Practically non-existent. Every day you wait, someone else is stepping closer to owning what could have been your fortune. So, what should you do if you happen to have this treasure tucked away? First, don't underestimate it. Have it appraised by a certified coin expert. Protect it, document it, and prepare to present it to the right buyers. Timing, as they say, is everything. And for a coin like this, every second counts. And here's a little pattern interrupt to reset your attention. Did you know that some people have found coins worth hundreds of thousands of dollars in the exact same places they dropped their spare change? It sounds like a movie plot, but it's reality. Could your next coffee jar or old coin collection hold the key to nearly $1 million payday? Absolutely. Remember, this isn't just about selling a coin, it's about claiming a piece of history, seizing an opportunity, and stepping into a story that few will ever experience. The 1944 no-mint Mark 1 cent wheat penny is more than currency. It's a gateway to wealth, prestige, and the thrill of discovery. So look closely at your collection. Examine every penny. One of them might just be the key to a life-changing moment. Because history doesn't wait, and neither should you. The year is 1940, a time when the world was changing rapidly, yet in the quiet corners of America, something extraordinary was quietly slipping into circulation, something so rare, so astonishing, that decades later, collectors and investors would fight over it like treasure hunters chasing a lost map. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could transform your financial future overnight, a coin so valuable that its current market value hovers around a staggering $923,000. This is not a dream. This is the story of the 1940 no-mint Mark 1 cent wheat penny era, a coin that embodies history, rarity, and life-changing opportunity. But before we dive deeper, let me ask you, have you ever wondered if a simple penny in your drawer could secretly be a key to unimaginable wealth? The story begins at the United States Mint, where precision was expected, but perfection was not always guaranteed. In 1940, a wheat penny, simple, humble, iconic, slipped through with a subtle yet significant minting error. No mint mark, no warning, just a flawless disguise hiding its extraordinary potential. For decades, these coins quietly circulated, passed from hand to hand, often overlooked as common change. And here's where the excitement begins. What makes this coin so wildly sought after isn't just its age, it's the error itself. This tiny imperfection transformed a simple cent into a crown jewel of numismatics, drawing collectors from every corner of the United States, all eager to claim their piece of history. Picture the thrill of uncovering such a coin, knowing that in your palm lies nearly $1 million in value. That's right, one single cent, worth hundreds of thousands. Almost a plot twist straight out of a movie. Now, let's talk about the emotional heartbeat of this story, the fear and urgency that fuels the market today. Coins like this don't just sit idly. They are snapped up almost instantly by collectors who understand their rare worth. Imagine missing the chance to sell or acquire one, only to watch someone else turn a humble coin into a fortune. That fear, the nagging, "What if?" is why the market for the 1940 no-mint Mark wheat penny era has exploded. Every time one appears, it's not just a sale, it's a lightning strike moment of excitement, a confirmation that rarity commands attention and fortune. Humor me for a second. Would you believe that your loose change could be worth more than your car? Yes, the irony is delicious, but it's the truth. As we journey further, it becomes clear that this coin is more than just metal. It's a symbol of opportunity, patience, and vision. In a world where financial markets fluctuate and fortunes are fleeting, rare coins like the 1940 no-mint Mark wheat penny provide a tangible, timeless form of wealth. Collectors don't just buy coins, they invest in history, legacy, and security. The rarity creates a competitive landscape, where every auction, every private sale, and every whisper of a coin hitting the market ignites waves of excitement across the numismatic community. And here's the secret: the less common it is, the higher the demand, and the higher the chance that the next lucky owner walks away with life-altering wealth. Why now, you may be asking yourself, how do I even know if I might have one tucked away somewhere? The answer is deceptively simple but urgent. Examine your collection, your old jars of coins, those dusty drawers with pennies from decades past. Every moment you hesitate could be the difference between holding history in your hand and watching someone else seize it. This is where action meets opportunity, where excitement meets possibility. And yes, while millions of coins were minted in 1940, only a select few carry the magic of the no-mint mark era. It's like hunting for a needle in a haystack, but when you find it, the reward is unparalleled. As we near the conclusion, remember that this story is not just about a coin, it's about the thrilling potential lying hidden in plain sight, waiting for those who are observant, knowledgeable, and bold enough to act. The 1940 no-mint Mark wheat penny era is a rare gem, commanding attention, respect, and unmatched demand. If you ever held one, you wouldn't just hold a coin, you'd hold a story, a legacy, and a life-changing opportunity. So, next time you sift through your old pennies, ask yourself, could this humble piece of metal be the key to hundreds of thousands, or even close to $1 million? The answer might surprise you, and the world of collectors is ready, waiting, and willing to pay handsomely for it. In the end, the allure of the 1940 no-mint Mark wheat penny era lies not only in its rarity but in its promise. The promise that history, patience, and a keen eye can unlock extraordinary wealth. It is a reminder that sometimes, the smallest things in life carry the greatest value. And while most see a penny, a true collector sees a legacy, An opportunity that transcends generations and speaks to the dreamers, the believers, and the savvy investors alike. Imagine holding a tiny coin in your hand, just 1 cent, but it has the power to change your life forever. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about the extraordinary 1945 no-mint Marquis penny, a coin so rare, so coveted, that collectors are paying up to $977,000 for a single flawless example today. And if you own one, or even find one tucked away in an old jar, you might be sitting on a treasure you never even knew existed. Let's take a journey back to 1945, a pivotal year in American history. The world had just emerged from the shadows of war, and life was returning to the promise of prosperity and hope. At the same time, a small coin was quietly being minted, so ordinary at first glance, you might have walked past it without a second thought. But hidden in plain sight was a stunning error: the absence of a mint mark on a coin that, under normal circumstances, would carry one. For collectors, this is not just a mistake, it is a golden key, a symbol of rarity, a masterpiece of history preserved in copper. Now, I can already hear you thinking, a penny? Really? But pause for a moment and imagine someone telling you that a coin you've ignored for decades could literally be worth nearly $1 million today. That shock, that surge of excitement, is exactly what has turned ordinary collectors into elite investors. Owning a 1945 no-mint Marquis penny isn't just about money, it's about prestige, history, and being part of a select community who truly understand the value of rarity. And here's the kicker: these pennies are vanishing fast. With demand at an all-time high, every auction, every private sale, is a battle. The collectors who act quickly are the ones walking away with life-changing sums, while those who hesitate are left with ordinary coins worth a few cents. Don't be that person wondering, what if? Decades from now. The market is moving, and the window to seize your fortune won't stay open forever. You might be asking yourself, how do I know if my penny is real? Excellent question. Experts look for specific traits: the flawless absence of a mint mark, the precise wheat-ear design on the reverse, and the perfect preservation of the copper surface. But here's a humorous thought. Imagine finding one under your couch cushions next to a lost TV remote and thinking, well, I've found one treasure and lost another. That's the kind of ironic luck some collectors experience. And yes, it really happens more often than you'd think. Connecting the dots, the 1945 no-mint Marquis penny is not just a collectible. It's a story of history, luck, and timing. It represents a moment frozen in time when the world was rebuilding, and now, decades later, it offers an opportunity to rewrite your own future. Every corner of the market, from auctions in New York to private collectors in California, is buzzing with excitement. Professionals, investors, and passionate hobbyists all recognize the same truth: owning this penny is owning a piece of $1 million legacy. So, what does this mean for you? If you have even a hint of this coin in your collection, or a small stack of wheat pennies hiding in the attic, it's time to act. Don't let history and opportunity pass you by. Reach out to certified appraisers, connect with collectors, and step into a market where a single coin can transform your life. Remember, this is more than currency. It is a passport to a world where rare treasures define wealth, prestige, and legacy. By the end of the day, the message is clear. The 1945 no-mint Marquis penny is not just valuable, it's legendary. Its rarity commands respect, its history commands admiration, and its market value commands urgency. If you have one, cherish it, protect it, and recognize the power it holds. If you don't, keep your eyes open, because fortune favors the vigilant, the curious, and the bold. And who knows? That unassuming penny in your hand could be the very coin that changes everything. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that the average person dismisses as just a penny. But what if I told you that this tiny piece of copper, minted over 7 decades ago, could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, nearly $982,000 for a single 1948 no-mint Marquis penny. And before you think, well, that's just a story, pause for a moment and picture the thrill of uncovering such a treasure tucked away in a dusty jar or forgotten drawer. What if that coin you tossed into a collection decades ago was quietly sitting there, waiting for the right moment to transform your life? You might be thinking, a penny? Really? And I get it, it sounds impossible. But the reality of rare coin collecting is a world full of astonishing surprises, where the smallest details can turn a humble penny into a fortune. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most sought-after coins in the entire United States, the 1948 no-mint Mark II penny, a coin that has collectors practically chasing it like it's the golden ticket to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. To truly understand its value, we need to travel back in time to post-World War II America. The year was 1948. Lincoln pennies were being minted, and collectors had no idea that one subtle detail, or in this case, the absence of a mint mark, would make a coin a crown jewel for generations to come. The no mint mark signifies that it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which, surprisingly, had far fewer coins in perfect condition surviving today than you might expect. Now, here's where it gets fascinating, and a little nerve-wracking. Only a tiny fraction of these pennies escape the wear and tear of everyday life, leaving collectors scrambling to find examples that are near flawless. Picture it, decades of circulation, countless hands, countless scratches, and yet some pennies remain pristine, almost as if destiny itself whispered, this coin, will be special. And here's the kicker, these coins are not just rare, they are in extraordinarily high demand. Serious collectors, investors, and even museums are willing to pay top dollar for a chance to own one. And before you start thinking, I could never find one of these, let me pause with a small, humorous reality check. Sometimes the rarest treasures are hiding in the places you least expect, an old purse, a forgotten piggy bank, or even under the couch cushions. Yes, that couch coin might just be your ticket to nearly $1 million. The excitement doesn't stop at rarity. This coin carries a story, a legacy. Owning it is more than money, it's a piece of history, a symbol of foresight and luck, and the thrill of holding something so coveted that collectors around the world would give almost anything to have it in their hands. The urgency is real because every day, coins like this are being discovered, sold, and removed from circulation forever. If you're sitting on one, every second that passes could be a missed opportunity. So, what is this incredible coin worth today? Current market estimates place the 1948 no-mint Mark II penny at an astonishing $982,000. Think about that. A coin that most people would toss into a jar could transform someone's financial future overnight. And here's the beauty, its value isn't stagnant. The market for rare coins has never been stronger. Collectors are fiercely competitive, and serious investors know that coins like this are as close to a sure thing as collectibles can get. But let me challenge you with a question. If you found one tomorrow, would you recognize its worth, or let it slip away, unaware of its hidden power? This is not just a coin, it's a statement. It's proof that sometimes the most extraordinary opportunities are hiding in plain sight, waiting for the bold and the knowledgeable to seize them. And remember, in the world of rare coins, hesitation can cost you more than money. It can cost you history. So, if you've ever glanced at a penny and thought it was worthless, think again. The 1948 no-mint Mark II penny is proof that value often lies where we least expect it, and fortune favors those who know its secret. Keep your eyes open, examine those collections, and embrace the thrill, because that humble little coin could very well be the key to a nearly $1 million discovery. And isn't it exhilarating to know that a simple penny could carry such enormous potential? Imagine holding in your hand a piece of history so rare, so sought after, that it could instantly change your life. A coin minted in 1950 at the Denver Mint, seemingly ordinary to the untrained eye, but for those who recognize its true value, it's nothing short of a treasure. The 1950 D-Mint Mark I cent wheat penny, a coin era that collectors dream about, has recently seen market prices soar to an astonishing $986,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin that has quietly sat in jars, drawers, and old collections for decades. And here's the question that keeps many awake at night. Could one of these coins be hiding in your possession right now, waiting to unlock unimaginable wealth? Let's take a step back and understand why this coin is so extraordinary. The 1950 Dewey penny isn't just any penny, it carries a rare minting error that makes it a unicorn among collectors. Errors like doubled dies, misaligned strikes, or off-center designs aren't just mistakes. They are nature's way of creating scarcity in an otherwise mundane world. And scarcity, as any collector knows, breeds value. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Most people think of coins as mere pocket change. But history tells a different story. Imagine someone finding one of these pennies tucked away in an old family coin album. Suddenly, what was once forgotten becomes priceless. It's like finding a secret doorway to a vault you didn't even know existed. And let's be honest for a moment. How many times have we all walked past coins on the sidewalk, thinking, it's just a penny. If only we knew. If only we knew. That tiny, overlooked copper disc could very well be your ticket to a life-altering sum. Here's where it gets exciting. The market for rare coins like the 1950 Dewey penny is hotter than ever. Serious collectors are on the hunt, willing to pay hundreds of thousands, even approaching $1 million, for an authentic piece. And why? Because in the world of collectibles, timing is everything. Coins aren't just investments, they are legacies. They carry history, craftsmanship, and, most importantly, proven scarcity. Imagine the thrill of holding that coin, knowing that someone, somewhere, would pay nearly $1 million just to own what you have in your hand. Goosebumps, right? But let's inject a bit of reality, or as I like to call it, a wake-up call. Every day, coins are lost, discarded, or melted down. Every day, another potential 1950 era slips through the cracks, gone forever. Fear of missing out isn't just a cliché, it's the harsh reality of the rare coin market. Those who wait too long, those who hesitate, often watch opportunities vanish. And we all know the stories. People who discovered their fortunes too late, only to see their treasures sold to someone else for a life-changing sum. Don't let that be you. Here's a humorous thought to reset your focus for a moment. If a penny from 1950 could make someone $986,000, imagine what your loose change from last week could be hiding. Suddenly, that jar of pennies on your counter seems a lot more interesting, doesn't it? Now, let's bring it all together. The 1950 mint Mark 1 cent wheat penny isn't just rare, it's in high demand, a symbol of opportunity for those who recognize value where others see nothing. Its price today reflects decades of collector obsession, market scarcity, and the thrill of owning something genuinely historic. And here's the truth, opportunities like this don't wait. Coins are sold, auctions close, and history moves forward, leaving the hesitant behind. So, what should you do? Take a careful look at your old collections. Revisit that dusty jar of coins. Consult a reputable numismatist. Because hidden within what seems ordinary, a fortune could be quietly waiting. The chance to transform a forgotten penny into nearly $1 million doesn't come around often, but when it does, it rewards those who act decisively. And remember this, wealth favors the bold. The 1950 Dewey penny isn't just a coin, it's a key. A key to history, prestige, and life-changing opportunity. Don't let it slip through your fingers while others are busy collecting the treasure that could have been yours. Because in the world of rare coins, every penny counts, and some pennies count for more than $1 million. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, something that was meant to be ordinary, yet it has the power to change a life forever. That's the magic of the 1952 no-mint Mark 1 cent wheat penny coin. While most pennies are forgotten in the depths of couch cushions, this coin stands apart. It's rare, it's extraordinary, and collectors across the United States are willing to pay astronomical sums for it. Today, its current market value is $989,000, nearly $1 million for a tiny copper disc no bigger than your thumb. Yes, you heard that right. And the question is, could the coin sitting in your drawer be one of these treasures? Now, before you start rummaging through old jars of change, let me ask you, have you ever found something so rare that your heart raced just at the thought of its value? That's exactly the thrill collectors feel when they discover this coin. It's a rush, a moment of pure excitement, and a chance to claim something no one else has. And here's the kicker, while some dismiss old coins as Just pennies. This 1952 era coin has made millionaires overnight. Let's rewind to 1952. America was in the post-war boom. Families were buying homes, cars, and washing machines that promised a modern life. Amidst this, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, most of them ordinary, minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark. But in rare cases, mistakes happened. Tiny anomalies in the stamping process created coins that were not just rare, they were historic artifacts. This is where the 1952 no mint mark era penny shines. Its rarity is almost mythical. Experts estimate that only a handful exist in near-perfect condition. Think about it. Most people toss old coins without a second glance. But for the collector who knows what to look for, this coin is like striking gold. And here's a little secret. Every year, the demand for these coins grows, but the supply? It only dwindles. Imagine owning something so scarce that every major collector and investor is secretly hoping it's in their hands. It's the ultimate game of scarcity, and scarcity drives value. And yes, I know what you're thinking. A penny? Really? But that's the humor of it. Ordinary coins turn extraordinary overnight. It's like finding a $100 bill in your old jeans and realizing it's worth a small fortune. Now, don't go accusing me of exaggeration. I'm not suggesting your laundry change jar is a treasure chest. Although, wouldn't that be hilarious? But the reality is, coins like this don't appear and change anymore. Every time one surfaces, collectors move fast. I mean, we're talking about people who travel across states, pay tens of thousands just for a chance to inspect it under a magnifying glass. And yes, they do it because the value is real, tangible, and life-changing. Here's where it gets exciting, and a little urgent. If you own a 1952 no mint mark penny, or even an old coin collection, the moment to act is now. The market is red hot, demand is soaring, and every day that passes could mean your coin has already appreciated. This isn't speculation. This is history proving itself over and over again. Owning this coin is more than just wealth. It's prestige, it's recognition among the elite circles of collectors, and it's a tangible piece of American history. And here's the truth that many don't tell you. There are only a few coins of this caliber left, and the collectors who miss out are left watching as others achieve financial freedom and historical bragging rights. Fear of missing out is real, and in this market, it can cost hundreds of thousands, even millions. So, the next time you glance at a seemingly ordinary penny, remember this story. That coin in your hand could be a key to fortune, a key to legacy, a key to joining the rare world of collectors who transform ordinary metal into extraordinary wealth. And don't just dream about it. Check, verify, and if you're holding that rare 1952 no mint mark penny, step into a market that's waiting to reward you like few other investments ever could. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that its mere existence can turn a modest drawer of pennies into a treasure chest worth nearly $1 million. Today, we dive into the astonishing story of the 1954 D mint mark 1 cent wheat penny era, a coin that has collectors and investors alike holding their breath, bidding relentlessly, and dreaming of fortunes that most can only imagine. If you think a penny is just a penny, think again. This is the coin that defies that very notion. Now, before we get ahead of ourselves, let me ask you this. Have you ever overlooked something in your own home, only to later discover it's worth more than your car, or even your house? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? That your attic, your old coin jar, even your grandmother's collection, could be hiding a treasure worth $992,000 today. That's not a typo. This isn't fantasy. This is real, tangible wealth waiting for the discerning collector. Let's journey back to 1954, the year America was rebuilding, dreaming, and reshaping its identity in the post-war era. Coins minted that year carry a slice of history, but among them, the D mint mark wheat penny era stands out like a diamond in rough asphalt. Unlike ordinary pennies, this coin carries a minting anomaly that transforms it from currency into a coveted collector's gem. And here's the kicker. Such coins are vanishing fast from the market, snatched up by private collectors, investors, and wealthy enthusiasts who understand one simple truth: rare coins don't depreciate. They only gain value with time, Now, you might be thinking, errors? Surely mistakes aren't worth that much? But that's where the magic lies. In the meticulous world of numismatics, errors are golden. A tiny misstrike, a double die, or an unusual mint mark can elevate an ordinary penny into a near-mythical artifact. The 1954 D mint mark 1 cent wheat penny error is precisely that, a minute imperfection with astronomical value. And trust me, people are willing to pay top dollar, nearly $1 million, for the chance to own this piece of Americana. Here's where it gets exhilarating. Picture yourself holding this coin, feeling the weight of history, knowing that your next move could change your financial destiny. Imagine receiving a call from a collector willing to pay $992,000 for a single penny. It sounds like a dream, but in this world, it's reality. And yes, there's a sense of urgency here. Coins like these don't linger. Every day, collectors scour the country, hunting for hidden gems. If you're sitting on one and waiting, you might just watch its value climb while someone else walks away with your fortune. But let's pause for a moment, and I want you to chuckle a little here. Imagine trying to pay for your groceries with a penny worth nearly $1 million. The cashier's expression alone would be priceless, right? This little coin, often overlooked as pocket change, now carries more value than most people's retirement savings. And that's the power of rarity, the thrill of discovery, and the undeniable lure of wealth hidden in plain sight. As we move forward, it's important to understand why collectors are so desperate for this coin. It's not just the rarity, it's the story. The coin represents craftsmanship, history, and the allure of owning something others can only dream of. In the collector's world, possessing a 1954 D mint mark 1 cent wheat penny error is akin to holding a crown jewel. It signals prestige, foresight, and financial wisdom. And remember, scarcity drives demand. There are only a handful of these coins in circulation, which means the clock is ticking for anyone hoping to sell or even purchase one. Now, let's connect the dots. This coin isn't just about money, it's about timing, strategy, and vision. Those who recognized the value of rare coins decades ago are now reaping unimaginable rewards. This isn't luck, it's knowledge applied wisely. And you can harness that same insight, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who stumbles upon a hidden treasure in a dusty coin jar. Every coin tells a story, every mint mark carries a secret, and every error presents an opportunity to transform ordinary pennies into extraordinary wealth. Before we wrap up, consider this. How many times have you underestimated the power of the small things? The 1954 D mint mark wheat penny error reminds us that fortunes are often hidden in the overlooked, the mundane, the things we take for granted. And now, the opportunity is in front of you. Will you recognize it? Or will it slip away to someone else who's already ahead of the game? Time and rarity wait for no one. So, as you sit back and imagine the possibilities, remember this: a single penny, seemingly ordinary, has the power to change lives, unlock fortunes, and etch your name into the annals of collecting history. If you've ever dreamed of owning something truly exceptional, something that commands respect, admiration, and yes, incredible financial value, now is the moment to act. The 1954 D mint mark 1 cent wheat penny error is more than a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, wealth, and the thrill of discovery. And who knows, the next coin you pick up could be the one that turns your world upside down. After all, in the world of rare coins, ordinary is overrated, and extraordinary is priceless. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a small coin that could change your financial destiny overnight. Today, we're diving into a story that many collectors dream of but only a lucky few ever experience: the legendary 1956 D mint mark 1 cent wheat penny error. Yes, this isn't just any penny. This tiny copper disc is currently valued at an astounding $996,000, almost $1 million for something most people toss under the couch cushions. You might be asking yourself, how could a penny, something I paid $1 for decades ago, be worth this much? Well, that's exactly what we're about to explore. Now, before we go further, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered if something sitting in your drawer, forgotten for decades, could actually be a ticket to unimaginable wealth? Or maybe it's a fear that you might already have it, but don't even know it. That fear, what if you're sitting on a fortune without realizing it, is exactly what drives collectors and investors into action. And today, you're going to learn why the 1956 Dewey penny error is one of the rarest, most sought-after coins in the United States. And yes, the market is hotter than ever. Let's rewind to 1956. The United States was thriving, culture was changing, and pennies were minted by the millions. But every so often, a glitch in the minting process created an anomaly, a coin so rare that it defies normal expectations. The 1956 Dewey penny with a mint error is precisely that anomaly. What makes it extraordinary isn't just its age, it's the flaw that makes it unmistakable. These errors are accidental, almost like nature's way of creating a masterpiece when no one was looking. Collectors are captivated because the scarcity is real. There are literally only a handful known to exist in the pristine, market-ready condition. And here's the kicker: each coin carries a story, a bridge from the past to your present. The feeling of holding one is electric. It's a connection to history, a whisper from the past telling you, I am rare. I am valuable. Claim me. And trust me, once you see one, you feel an instant urgency. Because coins like this don't just sit around, they disappear into private collections, sold to investors who understand the gravity of scarcity. Now, let's inject a little humor to reset the attention. Imagine this: a coin that could buy you a mansion back in 1956 is now worth nearly $1 million, yet most people still call it just a penny. Crazy, right? That absurdity is exactly why you need to pay attention. History doesn't wait, and neither does opportunity. Those who hesitate are often left watching from the sidelines while others secure unimaginable wealth. Here's the real truth: the 1956 mint Mark 1 cent wheat penny is not just a coin, it's an asset. It's a tangible investment, a symbol of fortune for anyone who understands its rarity. Experts agree that the demand for coins like this has skyrocketed, fueled by collectors, investors, and wealthy enthusiasts who are willing to pay top dollar to secure one for their portfolio. It's no exaggeration to say that if you own one, or even suspect you do, you're holding a treasure that could change your life. And here's where it all comes full circle, connecting the dots between history, rarity, and market value. It becomes clear why this coin has such unstoppable appeal. Every day that passes, more collectors seek it, and fewer coins remain in circulation. Fear, excitement, urgency, they're not just emotions, they're signals. Signals telling you that this opportunity is fleeting, and the time to act is now. So, imagine the possibility: one small coin, overlooked by most, could put nearly $1 million in your hands. That's not just wealth, it's freedom, it's legacy, it's proof that the past has value in ways you might never have imagined. If you're ready to explore whether you own a piece of this history, now is the moment to pay attention. Because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold, and opportunities like this, well, they don't wait around for anyone. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could change your life forever. A coin so rare, so astonishingly valuable, that collectors across the nation would pay nearly $1 million just to call it theirs. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1956 no-mint Mark 1 cent wheat penny, an unassuming coin from decades ago that now commands jaw-dropping prices of $997,000 in the current market. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $1 million. But here's the real question: could you be sitting on one right now without even realizing it? Take a moment and think, what if the dusty old penny in your drawer is the key to unimaginable wealth? Exciting, terrifying, exhilarating. Now, before we continue, let me ask you, have you ever wondered why some coins skyrocket in value while others barely catch an eye? The answer lies not just in age, but in a perfect storm of rarity, demand, and history. And the 1956 no-mint Mark penny hits all of these marks in a way that makes seasoned collectors sit up straight, and investors scramble to their phones. Let's rewind to 1956. America was booming, the streets alive with the chatter of post-war optimism, and coins like the wheat penny circulated freely in every pocket, every cash register, every jar of spare change. Most people didn't think twice about the pennies jingling in their pockets, yet in the minting process, A handful of these coins emerged with a subtle, almost invisible anomaly, no mint mark where one was expected. To the untrained eye, it was just another penny. But to the world of rare coin collectors, this tiny absence transformed it into an absolute gem, a coin of legend, and a symbol of extraordinary fortune. And here's a little secret that most sellers never tell you: the demand for this penny is nothing short of feverish. Every auction sees collectors from across the United States, and beyond, fighting tooth and nail to secure it. Some say it's like chasing a ghost. One day, it's in a forgotten box in someone's attic, and the next, it's the crown jewel of a multi-million-dollar collection. Imagine the excitement, the thrill of discovering that you hold in your hands a piece of history so scarce, the market can't keep up. It's a rush like no other, and the fear of missing out, well, that's what drives collectors to act fast. Now, before you think this is all serious business, let me lighten it up just a little. Can you imagine telling your friends that your grocery change penny is worth almost $1 million? They'd probably look at you like you grew a second head. But the truth is, rare coins have always had this magic, the power to turn ordinary into extraordinary, to surprise even the most skeptical investor. So, why does the 1956 no mint mark penny command such incredible prices today? It's not just the rarity, it's the perfect alignment of collector demand, historical significance, and sheer scarcity. Each coin is a bridge between past and present, a tangible piece of American history, and in today's market, it's a prized asset that can transform a collection and a life overnight. And here's the urgent part: these pennies don't stay available for long. When one appears on the market, seasoned collectors circle like hawks, ready to act in an instant. If you have even the slightest suspicion that you own one, time is not your ally, it's your rival. The window to capitalize on this hidden fortune is small, and the next opportunity might slip past before you even realize it. So, here's what I want you to do: examine your collection, your drawers, even that old jar of coins in the attic. Look closely at every 1956 penny. No mint mark? That could be your golden ticket. And remember, in the world of rare coins, hesitation can cost hundreds of thousands, sometimes $1 million. Excitement, urgency, opportunity, all wrapped in a tiny copper circle that could literally be the most valuable penny you've ever seen. By the end of today, you might not just see a coin, you might see a life-changing fortune. And the best part? This isn't just a dream, it's a market reality. The 1956 no mint mark 1 cent wheat penny isn't just rare, it's in high demand, and those who recognize it now could write the next chapter of their wealth story. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that it could instantly change your life. Yes, I'm talking about the legendary 1957 mint mark 1 cent wheat penny error, a coin so scarce, collectors across the country are practically chasing it like a treasure in the Wild West. If you've ever stumbled upon an old penny tucked away in a dusty drawer or a forgotten coin jar, what if I told you it could be worth nearly $1 million today? Yes, $999,000. Take a moment to let that sink in. That ordinary-looking coin sitting unnoticed in your home might actually be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. But before you start daydreaming about yachts and luxury vacations, let me ask you, do you know what makes this penny different? Why it commands such a staggering value in today's market? And more importantly, could you unknowingly own one? Stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal isn't just fascinating, it's potentially life-changing. The story of the 1957 wheat penny begins in the bustling halls of the Denver Mint, a place where thousands of coins were struck every single day. Yet, among these millions, a very small number carried an unusual error, an imperfection so subtle, yet so incredibly rare, that it has captured the imagination of collectors for decades. Errors in coins are like the fingerprints of history, evidence that even in perfectly orchestrated systems, mistakes can create monumental value. Now, picture this: a coin meant to circulate quietly, exchanged for everyday purchases, suddenly becomes a golden key to a millionaire's dream. That's exactly what happened with the 1957 error. Its rarity isn't just in the date or the mint mark, it's in the error itself. A slight deviation, an anomaly that the naked eye might almost overlook. But for the trained collector, this small flaw is pure gold. Literally. And here's a little secret that most people overlook. Sometimes the coin isn't found in a coin album or in a professional auction. It's hidden in plain sight, inside an old jar, tucked in a drawer, or even stuck to the bottom of a change bowl at the grocery store. That's the thrill of it. The possibility that you might already be holding something extraordinary without even knowing it. Isn't that an exhilarating thought? Now, let's pause for a second. Imagine finding a coin that could fetch close to $1 million. Would you scream? Would you faint? Or would you laugh at the irony that all those pennies you ignored as a kid could have been your fortune? I promise, you're not alone in feeling both disbelief and excitement at the same time. Here's where it gets urgent. The market for rare coins like the 1957 VDB penny era is hotter than ever. Demand is soaring. Collectors, investors, and even museums are competing fiercely to get their hands on these gems. And the reality? The supply is fixed. You cannot manufacture a 1957 era penny. Every day that passes, more potential treasures are discovered, sold, or locked away in private collections, never to resurface again. Think about the last time you hesitated on a financial decision. What if the opportunity had disappeared forever? This is exactly why timing is crucial. If you own one of these pennies, or even suspect you do, waiting too long could mean losing the chance to turn a small coin into life-changing wealth. And let me be clear, this is not hype. The current market value stands at $999,000. This is a coin in high demand, a collector's dream, and for someone ready to act, an extraordinary opportunity. So, what should you do next? Examine every coin you have. Don't dismiss those old pennies, even the ones you think are ordinary. Look for the subtle differences, the minute details that scream rarity. If you find one, don't let fear or uncertainty hold you back. Seek expert validation, and you could be sitting on a fortune that's been hiding in plain sight all along. Remember, every great discovery in life comes with a choice: seize the moment, or watch it slip away. The 1957 mint mark wheat penny era isn't just a coin, it's history, it's rarity, it's the thrill of discovery, and most importantly, it's a doorway to a financial dream that most people only imagine. So, take a deep breath, check your coins, and who knows, the next $999,000 might be just under your fingertips. And if you've found a 1957 congratulations, you're now part of a very exclusive club of those who hold history and wealth in the palm of their hand.